Yeah, I believe one of the main issues in our society right now is that young black boys aren't trained, or may I say, aren't introduced to their physicality. You know what I mean? You have to introduce these young 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 year old black boys to meet their physicality. And it's a responsibility that comes with um, being introduced to your physicality. I mean, that's why it's so important for a young black boy to have a black, strong black male that's gonna teach him the control part. Because young black men are already born with that energy. We're already born with that energy. We need a black male that got some sense to help him control that energy. Because you know what I mean, the more you learn how to be physical, the more you learn how to be disciplined. Because at that point, when you already know what you can do, um, you don't want to test it, like, unless it's a competition or I'm getting paid to do it, and it's in a rule and structured environment. Like right now, like when I was a kid, I wanted to fight all the time. I used to go look for fights. Me and my boy Kevin Horn, KOE. Me and him, we used to go look for dudes to fight. You understand what I'm saying? And even then, I thought I could fight, but I didn't know if I could fight or not. I win some, I lose some, I get jumped, whatever. But once I really got into boxing and training, um, and I learned how to fight, and I learned how strong I was. I learned how fast I was. I learned how to focus. It's so many things that I learned through learning how to fight through boxing. Um, it made me not want to fight no more. Like, I don't want to fight you. I already know what I could do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like the more physicality that you allow your young black boy to experience, and put him in a controlled environment, I think we missing a lot of that in our community. Because I feel like a lot of things that's happening in our community now is just, emotional black boys that that don't want to be embarrassed. So somebody embarrassed you today, so now he deserves to be shot, or he deserves to be robbed, or he deserves to be something now. Because, you know, again, I can't stress it enough. The more you learn how to be physical, the more you become more disciplined. Like, I don't want to touch things too hard because I'm gonna break it. You know what I mean? I don't want to make people think that I want to beat them up all the time, because I don't. But just it's just a confidence that's breeded into learning your physicality. But the thing is that our young black boys aren't learned to be physical now. Like, come to get them boy. Once you come to get them boy boxing, man, like, people think being physical is a bad thing now. Like, being physical is not a bad word. Physicality is not a bad word. You know what I mean? Like, say when you come inside get them boy boxing, we take 7 year olds. 7 year olds, we got classes from 7 year olds to 12 year old, Monday through Friday, 4 to 5:30. And you know what I'm saying? At that stage, it's not even necessarily about boxing at that stage, because it's basically pee wee training. We teaching them how to control their bodies, how to hold a position, how to focus, how to work out. It's just building up it's just organized playing. You know what I mean? Because I'm 50 years old, so back in the day, man, our we learned how to be physical because we was outside all the time. We was outside all the time. Like we was playing tag on top of the roofs. We jumping off roofs. We playing tackle football in the middle of the street, concrete. Um, we doing backflips or front porches on mattresses. We racing all the way to the next block and back. Whoever win, come out. We play. Listen, we play hide and go seek and tag all day. Like that was regular. Like we definitely playing that today, and we might play it until it's time to go in the house. And the crazy thing about that is, throughout the day, um, you don't even know you're hurt until you get in the tub. You get in the tub, you be like, "Ooh, what's that?" And now you look on your thigh, and it's a big ass cherry up there. You're like, "I don't even know where that came from." So you know what I'm saying? That builds your character, man. But now in this generation of youth that we have, we're babying them. They're like we babying them, man. Like like they're like good china. Like the dishes that you see your mother with on the cabinet in the kitchen. Like they don't. It's not really worth nothing. It just look good. It's not really worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just look good, and that's what these kids are. Like they just look good. They cute little kids that are getting treated like stuffed animals. And then when they come to a place like Get 'em Boy Boxing, they're not used to the structuredness. Like over here, it's definitely gonna be structure. And again, about that Pee Wee stage, it's not even about boxing, man. Like you don't even gotta worry about your kid getting hit right now unless I feel like they're ready to get hit. But it's more about teaching them how to learn, teaching them how to listen and focus and do drills and learn how to do things for more than 10 seconds at a time. You know what I mean? So when they come in here, it's going to be a structure. You're going to come in here, you're going to grab your jump rope, you're going to jump rope and warm up until everybody get there. And then when everybody get here, we're going to start our 6 rounds of jump rope. You know what I mean? Like after a while, like it's a routine, it's a structure. Like they already know what to do. And I think our young black boys aren't getting taught to be physical and taught to learn how to protect. I mean, and then when they get 13, 14, 15 years old, it's too late to kind of teach them that. Like the only thing like if they're embarrassed or if they're scared at that age, something bad might happen because it, it's no emotional control. In boxing, you have to be emotionally under control because if you're not, bad things are gonna happen. I guarantee you, bad things are gonna happen. Anytime you panic, something bad is gonna happen. If you're not taught or trained to be emotionally conscious of where the cliff is, like where the edge is, like you have to, and that's the brilliance of it. That's the brilliance of the science to me. The brilliance of the science of boxing to me is just self control. You know what I mean? Do you understand that in order the first of all, the discipline that you have to go in there and fight sometimes, most of the time, somebody that you ain't even mad at. That right there tells you everything that you need to know about the sport. Like you have to turn into something else. And I said all that to say this, man. Get 'em Boy Boxing is that place. Get 'em Boy Boxing is that place where, I allow youth to come in here and you can be who you are. I'm going to control this environment. You know what I mean? Because when I see every youth, I don't care what age it is, I see myself at that age. And I automatically think about what I was going through at that time. I automatically think about, how I felt at that time and who I wanted around me at that time and how I wanted, what questions that I have at that time. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's what Get 'em Boy Boxing is, man. It's Get 'em Boy Boxing is me when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what I mean? Get 'em Boy Boxing is me. It's Coach Solo. When you come in here, You can be whoever you want to be. Only thing you have to do is give me effort and be consistent, and we're gonna control the natural nature of a young black boy. Like, it's natural for him to have a whole bunch of energy. It's just like a pit bull. If you keep a pit bull in the basement for a month and you never bring him out that basement, you never allow him to go out there and see the trees and sniff the trees, sniff the grass, see other dogs, hear the horns blow, hear the sirens, hear people talking, see people coming, see people doing things. If you not, you know, putting him in an environment where he have to understand what's going on, like when that dog come out that basement, that dog's just gonna be running around going crazy. It's gonna be hard for you to control it, and so that's what's happening with our young black boys right now, man. They're not trained to be physical or disciplined, and then when they get 13, 14, 15, 16, whoever's raising them expect them to already know because they're that age when they was never taught that. So I think it's interesting, man. Like, to me, a lot of shootings in the community, a lot of things because guys just don't want to be embarrassed, or they feel like they like I really don't understand it. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I understand it, man, because for real, like, it's the same thing that was happening when I was out there. Like, when you go outside, like, something could happen to you, especially if you was living the way that I was living. I was in the hood all the time. Either I was in the hood or I was in jail. You know what I mean? So I lived in that environment, and that's why I say my Get 'em Boy Boxing is about me, a place where I could come and I could let all of that aggression out, a place where I could let all that anger out, where I could focus on something else right now. I could forget about what's going on in the world. I could forget about that I don't got nowhere to live. I could forget about that, I'm on probation. I might go to jail tomorrow. I could forget about that. I got a warrant. You know what I mean? It's just, and those examples may sound crazy, but it's more like that's what it was. Like, that's what it was. And boxing has always been there. Like, boxing was like my parent. You understand me? It gave me a structure. And that's why I'm so big on structure, man. Like like when I was on my own taking care of myself, it's like I'm like a little puppy out there. Like, I don't know what to do at that stage. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. And I learned on like whatever happened, that's how I learned. So I just want to give young men, young black boys a space where, like, they feel safe to be who they are. There's no judgment. However, I'm still gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable for whatever you do or whatever you don't do. Like, you just can't come in here and be a stray dog. Like, you're gonna come in here and be a disciplined dog. You're gonna be able to not even just sit when I tell you to sit. It's like, you know when to sit. You know when to be aggressive. You know when to turn into something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who don't want a disciplined dog? And that's what Get 'em Boy. We raise disciplined dogs, man. And not just a dog in boxing, man, a dog in life. And whoever don't agree with that, their son, their young black boy shouldn't be a dog. Like, you never gonna like me. You're never gonna agree with anything that I say. You're never gonna be involved or support anything that I do. Because I believe that every young black male boy should be introduced to their physicality. That's without a doubt in my mind. Again, like I said, man, the more physical you are, the more disciplined you become in the right environment. So again, it's bad parts to being physical. I'm not promoting that part because that goes without saying. Like, a undisciplined black male is gonna get in trouble. Is gonna get into something because it's no structure around him to build it. I guarantee you, if you did an ADHD diagnosis on most of these NBA players, these NFL players, these tennis players, golf players, whoever, I guarantee you that if you, I don't even understand, they probably have been diagnosed with it, but I bet you some of the top black players in all these sports had ADHD. I bet you, according to what they say ADHD is. I'm just going by according to what they say, not what I think. What they say ADHD is. And I believe that's why we got some of the best athletes in the world, black athletes in the world, because somebody, a coach, whether it was a coach, whether it was a dad, and whether it was a mom too, but it was somebody in their life that pushed them and gave them a structure. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody gave them a structure. And that's why they're in the Hall of Fame right now. You can't tell me. You don't what is ADHD? What they say ADHD is? A bunch of energy. And imagine somebody with ADHD around a coach. I'm gonna use a coach. That's around a coach that's gonna push you to your limit, but in a structured environment. And what I learned from ADHD, because I deal with kids that got ADHD. I could actually tell who got ADHD and who don't got ADHD. Like 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 your kid is just hard headed. You just got a hard headed kid. He just got a lot of energy, and he needs somebody, a male preferably, around him that's gonna let him know. Listen, you sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the ones that you can tell. They just float around. They just float around. And those are the ones that, I let them still be who they are, but you gotta sometimes snap them out of it. Boom, boom, boom. So that comes from whoever you have around them, whether it be coach. I'm gonna use coach. Like they're around me, like I understand what's going on. So I'm gonna find something that you like, and I'm gonna make you, and I'm gonna make you like what you like. And then it's so. I mean, it's so many different ways, man. But this is what Get 'em Boy Boxing is, man. Just come here, bring your child here. You can drop them off too, because I don't necessarily want the parents around. I want to see them personality without you. I want to know a personality about them that you're not around, and that's how you build that relationship with them. But my program has been successful. And like you can ask anybody that's been here. It's not too many people that say they had an issue with what I do. Like Get 'em Boy Boxing is definitely for your youth. Like when your youth come in here, that's little solo coming in here. That's little coach. That's little 9-year-old coach. Little 12-year-old coach. Little 16-year-old coach. I mean, that's me. I've been in situations where I need a coach, and unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way. And I think some of the things that I went through is criminal. Like somebody 13, 14, 15, it's certain things that I went through at that age where I think it's criminal that I had to go through. And I don't want nobody else to go through that. But that's basically what Get 'em Boy Boxing is. It's gonna be more content talking about how I do it, what I train is, what my method is. How my life is, why I am what I am, why I do what I do. Like it's gonna be more information about that. I'm gonna be dropping content all the time. So, just talking about random boxing stuff, just talking about random, little black boy stuff like we was talking about random, single moms, talk about, relationships. We definitely gonna be talking about boxing. We're gonna be talking about the fights coming up. We're gonna be talking about what event we got coming. And we can't forget about what we do over here at Get 'em Boy Boxing. Over here at Get 'em Boy Boxing, man, we got some of the top national youth amateur boxers in the nation. You know what I mean? So we just now won the regionals in Massachusetts. We got 3 kids that advanced to go to the Silver Gloves at Independence, Missouri. I think that's Kansas City, right? I think we've been there before. But we going there for the National Silver Gloves. We be there from the 28th the January 29th to the 2nd, I think it is. And listen, man, we accept and support from the community. If you want to send some support to help these kids catch their flights and pay for their food and their living station, man, we got a cash that we accept donations. The cash app is get 'em boy 08 $. Get 'em boy 08. We also got Zelle. The number is 415 6812. You can send your support or donations. Anything to help, man, make this trip what it is, man. And we thank you in advance. But again, you know, every time we go to the Nationals for the last 4 years, every time we went to the Nationals, we attend at least 3-4 Nationals a year, depending on what the budget looked like. But we accept those supports, man. We accept donations. We do a lot of things out of the pocket here, but some support from the community would be definitely dope. Like I said, in the last 4 years, we got what, 6 national championships? 6 national championships. We got about over a half dozen regionals, over 15, 20 state championships. Man, we've been getting busy over here, man. We got real professional prospects right now at 14 years old, 12 years old. Like, that's what we doing over here, man. Get 'em boy boxing got some of the top fighters in the nation. Not just in Connecticut, not just in New England. We got some of the top fighters in the nation over here. So, this is a boxing program. It's not an after school program. It's a program for after school. So when your kid come here, man, it's gonna be a whole different thing that he's in. Like that is gonna be different, man. It's gonna be a structure to it, and it like, and it's like regular, man. You young boys that age, they resist structure. They resist it in the beginning, but when they see it's nothing but love and genuine love behind that structure, like they gonna fall, especially when they see everybody doing it. I think we just get, like, we're gonna talk about some of the issues or why that don't happen sometimes. We're gonna talk about it more. I'm be up here more talking about it. But right now, man, I just, you know what I'm saying? Get 'em boy boxing, youth boxing training facility. We one of the top training facilities in the nation. Get 'em boy boxing. You know who we are. You know what I mean? We located in New Haven, Connecticut, 746 Orchard Street. The phone number is 203-475. I'm lying. 415-6812. We do got a business number, but I gotta look at it. But we just got it. But listen, man. Get 'em boy boxing. We here. Come register your kid. We got 7-year-olds to 12 years old. The registration fee, call for the registration fee is $150 for the school year from September to June, and each additional month after that is $75 a month. And then we have the ages from 13 to 18. They're here from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Registration fee is the same. And for the 7 years old and 12-year-old classes, we go by the New Haven Public School. So if it's a half a day, they don't come to the gym. So if it's no school, they don't come to the gym. But sometimes I let them come to the gym because I don't like them being out the gym, because it's repetition. You want them to get used to. You want them to wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I gotta see Coach Solo today. I gotta do this. I gotta tighten up because I know Coach Solo is checking over me. Everything's about being a presence, man. When you could be a presence in a child's life, I mean, that's the thing, man. Being a presence. You understand what just what a presence could do, and again, that's what the structure of Get 'em boy boxing is. Get 'em boy boxing just want to be a presence. I mean, we cater to single moms. We got another program. We got a nonprofit program also called the Bridge Corp. I mean, we cater to single moms in the neighborhood, in the community. I mean, like some of the things that they can't do because they have to work or they have to go to school or what have you. You know what I mean? Parents give us permission. We take kids to doctor's appointments. We do check-ins at the schools. You know what I mean? We do what I even had a couple of parents that allow me to sit in therapy sessions. Like they signed me, allow me to so again, like we do PTA meetings. We do things like that. So Get 'em Boy Boxing, and the Bridge Corp. I'm the executive director of the Bridge Corp nonprofit organization. Get 'em Boy Boxing. I'm the head trainer owner. But yeah, listen, man, we are here for everybody in the community. The goal is to mainly get these young black boys in a structured environment, and you want to structure an environment where they actually have a say so. They actually have a voice. I know another structure that I had to go to where you don't have a voice, and that was the Connecticut Correctional Facility. I didn't have a voice. That was the structure that I had. So I'm trying to provide a structure where, you know what I mean, you still got the option to go home. You still got the option to be around your family. You still got the option to have a little bit of dignity and pride in the things that you do. And you won't have that in that type of environment because you have to, you know, do what they say. But in this structured environment, you have a choice, man. You know what I mean? The effort that you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. You understand? Even if you don't want to compete, you don't have to be a champion. You don't have to compete to be a champion. Like you could be a champion in life, not just in a ring, man. It'd be dope if you could be a champion in the ring and a champion in life. But at the end of the day, man, I want you to be a champion in life. I want you to be able to know who you are, understand your physicality, and learn how to control it. So again, man, that's what it is, man. That's what we want. That's what we always want. You know what I mean? We want to be a part of being